times out of 10 I know you're lying, and 9 times out of 10 I know you're trying to. I'm trying to be fair, and you're trying to be there, not to care, and you're caught up in your permanent.
You personify every...
What the hell? Funky Don Neva says Sydney Star set the trans community back. This ain't the first underage person you mess with. Yeah, I seen this all over. This nasty work right here.
Everything
Ugh.
those people fearmonger and portray trans people to be. You laid it right out on the table for them to now use what you did to this boy as the...
Man, I used to live in a hotel. I used to see all types of fucking crazy ass shit. You see what I'm saying? I used to stay at a hotel, for real. Stayed at a hotel, seen all types of stuff. And I used to be, you know, what's the best way to say it on the internet? I used to be in the street a hot boy. I used to be a hot boy doing hot boy shit. I think that's the best way to say it. I used to be a hot boy, moving around, making money, a hustler. You feel me? And I seen all types of madness in the hotel. That's the biggest reason why I gave that life up, because I seen some unsavory things, and I don't want to be a part of that. And I don't want to be like I had to disassociate myself from all of that type of activities. I don't want to be around none of that. It's disturbing. I don't want to be a part of that. You know what I mean? The only thing I do is sip a little liquor and I puff on that goddamn Magic Dragon, which is marijuana. and I barely smoke cigarettes. I don't smoke cigarettes like that. But I try to stop smoking because I don't want to smoke anymore. You know, I don't want to. I'm happy when I'm sober, and I'm way more productive when I'm sober. So I don't be around that stuff. When you doing drugs, you're gonna be a part of this life right here. This is a very disturbing thing to do. And now this motherfucker messing with kids? Hell nah, bro.
Poster child for why trans people should not have rights, why they should not be able to go in bathrooms, and why they should not be parts of society, because they're going to do what? Rape and hurt and kill, endanger and sexually assault your children. Thank you so much, Sydney Star, for setting the entire community back forever and a decade for doing that. There is nothing about a teenage boy that can even get me to crack a smirk, yet alone a smile. 30-year-olds are unattractive to me. There is nothing attractive to me whatsoever about anybody under the age of 35. That's just me. I'm 43. How the hell you managed to get activated in between your legs and in your butt, or a 13-year-old child? And I'm going to tell you something else. I might not be able to prove it, but this ain't the first underage person you messed with, baby. That's not on you. It's in you. That's not...
This whole thing is disturbing to watch.
On you. It's in you. Karma, don't forget no address. And bitch, you going to jail for a long time. This makes up for all the devilment that you have done, Sydney. Because from the moment you stepped in our sight, you have been a menace to society. Starting with you ruining Chingy's career in lying, going on to where you behaved on Love and Hip Hop. Now you on these other shows fighting Real Fish and all this. Sydney, you just wanted the spotlight and stuff so bad that you were willing to do anything for it. And I don't know, Sydney, it's giving mental illness. It's giving arrested development. It's giving stunted growth. It's giving some drug use. And as a result of it, you might be doing a...
That's what I'm trying to tell you. The drugs, I told you, I used to be a hot boy, and I witnessed these activities at the freaking apartment complex, at the freaking hotel, motel, and niggas be thirsty, fully loaded. They do whatever. That's why I like, oh, nah, bro, hell nah. You see what I'm saying? And then, you know, my life changed. You know what I mean? I'm like, nah, nigga, I'm finna stick with God, and that's it. I'm not messing with nothing else. I ain't coming outside. I'm not even gonna stray away from God, because prayer is good, and you're gonna be around this type of bullshit. You're gonna be around it. You over there partying all the time and acting up and being counterproductive. This is what you're gonna end up at, or you're gonna be a bum walking around the streets. Plain and simple. This is what you're gonna be around. I'm like, you know what I mean? I don't even have that much friends, because I don't want to be around none of that shit. I only be around people that make money. You know what I mean? I only be around people that live their life. To me, they living their life the right way. Cause bro, The only thing I recognize is man and woman. It's the only gender I recognize. I'm sorry, I hate this. I don't want to say. I don't want to get the other people upset. You know, live your life the way that you want to live it. But the only thing I recognize is the man and the woman. That's it. Anything other than that, I feel like you doing drugs or you into some stuff that's just unsavory. That's just how I feel. And some people will definitely disagree on what I'm saying right now, but I don't really care, bro, because you know what I mean? Like I said, I used to be a hot boy, and that's the main reason I gave up being a hot boy, because I don't want to be around that shit. I don't want to see it. I don't want to be around it. So guess what? I gave it up. I said, fuck that. I'm going to go get me a 9-to-5 job because I ain't trying to live like this. Hell nah. I don't want to be around none of this shit.
Minimum of 25 years, you going to jail. It happened in Georgia. There is currently a conservative Republican push to punish and penalize trans people. You are a popular / famous trans person, and what you did fits their narrative perfectly. Oh, baby, you're going to... Girl, listen, since you won't trade, since you want boys, you about to have more dingling than you will ever be able to swallow. Hit it hard from the... Ooh, baby. Sydney, you are done. And the sad part about it,
Pause.
it ain't a single person alive that feel bad for you. Not a gay person, not a trans person. We can't rally behind you. There's not a single person that's willing to risk their credibility in the public rallying behind you. We can't uphold nobody in their wrong, Sydney. And you was dead behind wrong for doing what you did. And I feel bad for the parents. I feel bad for the child. I mean, think about this now. This child turns 30 something and is in therapy. For that time that I was on a little league baseball trip at a hotel in Haiti.
That shit gonna follow the child for the rest of his days. For the rest of his days, it's gonna follow him. You know what I mean? By the time he turned 25, somebody's gonna say something to him. You know what I mean? And plus, we live in the days of people being on social media, so that shit gonna follow him the whole goddamn time, bro. It's gonna be nasty work, man.
And this man with titties and a wig lured me to the 5th floor to perform oral sex on me. That is one hell of a story to have to...
Yeah. Let me see. Excuse me. Oh, hold up. But yet, let me take a look at the comments, because I'm thinking about I gotta go wash some dishes and then I gotta come back over here. But I'm gonna leave it on the video for everybody to watch. But yet, the only things the transmission community has said is misgendering him. People speaking on him was not allowed to speak on ain't heard a transformer yet speak out on behalf of the minor community of sexual assault. Hold on, let me read that again. But yet the only thing the transmission community has said is misgendering him. People speaking on him who's not allowed to speak on ain't heard a transformer yet speak out on behalf of the minor community of sexual assault. No lies told. Now he gonna be looking like a linebacker from the longest yard, for real, for real. One person said in the comments, first of all, this was already happening in that community, so cut the BS. That's a fact. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I used to live at the hotel. I seen all types of shit. You see what I'm saying? I seen the bullshit. First of all, and then look, before I even continue, there's a reason why the state of Texas dismantled all of those porn sites, because they were showing disturbing images. You see what I'm saying? Stuff that is just, I'm telling you, it is unhumane. I don't even think nobody should be watching that type of porn. You see what I'm saying? So the state of Texas got rid of it. They don't want that porn site in their state. They got rid of that shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, very disturbing images. And bro, there's some things going on. I'm pretty sure the transformer community, a lot of them are gonna get arrested and go straight to prison. I'm sure of it. I'm positive of that. Like I said, I seen too much stuff at the motel. Especially, I lived in the hood. Too much craziness. You know what I mean? Raising children is very hard, because you got to protect your children. It's extremely hard. Very hard. That's why I like, nah, man, I gotta live in a very high-end middle class community and up. Anything below middle class, I don't want to live there with the children. It's hard. I got to raise my children in the middle class and up. I can't raise the children in the hood. I'm gonna be too worried, or yo, bro, or I'm gonna freaking stay around my mama, because I can't raise my children without my family and stuff. I can't, because I don't want nothing to happen to my children, So I gotta raise them, or like I said, I'll raise them around my mama. I'll stay in my mama's city. Over there in New York, I'll stay over there around her because she don't give a damn. She will watch the kids. This is what's happening. It happens all the time. First of all, this was already happening in that community. So cut the BS. What makes it shocking is that she was y'all friend. Now y'all in circles trying to figure it all out. Yet, according to many, this is not the first time. One person said in the comments, how she set the community back. One person is saying, if that's the case, hold every individual back. She did wrong because she did wrong, not the community. What they trying to tell you is that there's a lot of people in that community that does those type of activities. That's what I think other people in the comment are saying. And I'm trying to tell you, I used to be in a hotel and I seen a bunch of fucked up shit. You won't get T. Madison speak up. You won't get T. Madison speak up like this because I saw her live where she just disregarded it. She disregarded that. She gaslight as if she on vacation, like she can't read the news and put the story out and condemning this. So you saying that T.S. Madison is not saying nothing? She just gaslighting it and she don't want to talk about it. She's not trying to talk about this story or something like that. Why do it seem y'all are more worried about the community is going to look than a child being assaulted? He didn't set the community back. How when they see the freaking proverbs and the pronouns is making it difficult to read all of these comments. He didn't set the community back. How when they've been doing this for a very long time. Some make headlines, some don't. Prayers to that young man and his family because it seems like y'all forgot that it was a 14-year-old child. Everybody in this comment section deflecting and making excuses and saying that he doesn't represent the whole community. Why? Because he did something wrong. But if it was the other way around, y'all be saying that he represents your whole community and how y'all community gets treated. Y'all can't pick and choose when y'all want to jump in and jump out of your community. Y'all should be disgusted with his actions and giving praise to that young man and his family, not deflecting and making excuses, bringing up what's going on in our community with our uncles and cousins. That ain't the topic of conversation right now. It's about Sidney Starr and his horrible actions. Yup. He's not the only man that has done this to a child. There are many other men that mess with underage boys. That's one person said in the comments. Girl, I swear 39 and 42 years old and I'm 32. I cannot see how people are attracted to young people, let alone children. Gay men and also lesbian women, they never want their type. They to go into the straight community and harass the straight people or attack straight people. And I think that's something that nobody sees. That's a fact. It's a fact. Like me, nigga, I stay away. You ain't got no dirt on me because I don't fuck around. I stay away. Yo, bro, I DJ. I love to DJ. Going to them clubs is disgusting. It's despicable. Yes, I can make my little money, but is it worth it being around that type of activity? I like DJing on TikTok way better than going to the club and DJ. Cause, nigga, yo, bro, let me tell you something, nigga. I catch the Uber when I go out there. And guess what? When I catch the Uber, I make the Uber person drop me off at a specific location, not my apartment. I'm telling you this for a reason, so you know what I'm talking about. I'll make the Uber drop me off at a specific location. 9 out of 10, a mall or a strip mall with a big ass parking lot, and I'll make the Uber drop me off at that specific location. And guess what? Somebody goddamn following the Uber vehicle. I'm being stalked. I'm a guy. I'm a man. I'm telling you exactly what I be doing. And I do it on purpose. And matter of fact, one of the club owners, he been telling me, hey, man, don't drive your car over here. Just catch an Uber to he the one who gave me the idea. He said, catch an Uber and then make the Uber man drop you at a designated location and stuff. And guess what? It's somebody stalking the vehicle. And I be saying, it be women doing that. It be definitely women doing that. And then sometimes I don't know who's stalking me, but I be catching them. They don't know where I stay at. Catch them all the time. I just say that just to show you how nasty and very insidious, how people can get very insidious. And you don't even know who's following you, taking pictures of your license plates. Women be getting mad because a man don't have a vehicle and stuff. There's so many reasons why people don't have a vehicle. That doesn't mean they ain't got no money. You know, I got to be careful. I got to be careful, man. Like, hell nah. Like I said, I don't even like DJing at them parties like that. I be wanting to go to the parties and feel good, but sometimes I just don't want to go because, you know, I got ex-girlfriends that just make my life miserable. I can't have fun. Then you got nasty shit like this running around. I don't want to see it, bro. I'm sorry.
And I feel like you said something about
Love and Hip Hop Atlanta's Bambi says she won't date men who regularly hang out at bars or clubs. We just talking about that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't like going to the clubs. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I hate the clubs. I go sometimes just to get out the house, or it's not a good place to take a woman out on a date. The club is not a good place to take a woman out on a date, but sometimes we go to the club because she want to drink, she want to sip on something, she want to get a little toasted first before she go eat something. So I'll take her to like a bar or a club, but it just be going to the club is like, it's just bad, you know what I mean? I think the best thing to do is like go to the movies that serve alcohol, or you could go to like a bowling alley that serves alcohol. I think those like are two nice places. Or you could just like go to like a restaurant, or a nice little restaurant, or a nice Italian restaurant, or a steak restaurant, like Outback Steakhouse or something like that of that nature. I believe that works. Or you could go to an event like where you have musicians performing, and you could go to a place like an event like I'm trying to think. You can go downtown Houston, Texas, and there's like comedy places you could watch stand-up comedy, amateur comedy stand-up, and you could listen to like DJs playing music and you dance a little bit. It'd be mellow in there, but you still got to be careful. You got to pay attention to your surroundings, you know. But let me hear what they talking about.
Dating men that don't drink a lot or that don't drink at all.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
So I would not be opposed to dating someone who occasionally, went out and had a drink, but I will absolutely never date a guy who is like a regular at a club or a bar, and that's what they do for fun. Like if I say, hey, what's going on? What you doing? Oh, pull up over here, have a drink. I'm not dating nobody like that anymore.
And I feel like you said something about dating men that don't drink a lot or that don't drink at all.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
So I would not be opposed to dating someone who occasionally, went out and had a drink.
Let me see. And meant every word. One person said, y'all see how they try to reverse what we say? We won't go for it. We won't go for it to make it sound like they made it up. I don't know what you're talking about. I agree. What about sports bars, lounges? Yeah, there's bars that I go to watch sports. Specifically, I'll only go, like, there's bars and pubs that I go to, but I'll only go there to watch sports and get me some beer. And that's my whole ulterior motive to go to a sports bar, to watch the game and drink some beer. Because I came there to watch the game, because I want to see the game. There be some basketball games and football, college football games. I just want some peace and quiet, and I want at least 2 bottles of beer, and maybe 2 shots of tequila. 2 shots of tequila and two bottles of beer, and I want to watch the game in peace. 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, that's what I'm doing at the bar. You know what I mean? Sometimes I run across a woman. Sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes. You know, but there's specific places in Houston, Texas, I'm not playing around with. Like goddamn, you won't even catch me there. You won't catch me dead over there, nigga. Like, hell nah. Fuck nah. You know what I mean? There's some places on Westheimer, but Westheimer is getting a little shady. She swears she's the prize. I don't know why I'm reading like I'm see, I'm saying the word fucked up. I'm sorry. I'm gonna still post this shit. I don't care if people make fun of